Hello, welcome to the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge. So today we're going to talk about knee strengthening exercises. And if you watched yesterday's video, you know I went into a little bit of the anatomy, and I'm not going to do that today because I have a lot of exercises I want to get through, and I want to slow it down and teach them so you're doing them properly. If you have a question, feel free to message me. Is it called direct message? Whatever it's called. Anyway, so reach out because I happily will answer any questions or concerns you have. So today we're gonna do wall squats again in my fabulous garage. So I don't know how well it's gonna go. And then we're gonna do some lunges, which we've already been doing as part of the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge. Single leg squats, again, we've been doing these. Single leg deadlifts, we've already been doing these. We've got straight leg lifts for sitting from a chair, that's new to us. We're gonna do side leg raises, new to us. We got step ups, which we did yesterday. And watch out, to get ready. These are gonna be a part of our daily purposeful movement workouts going forward. And then we've got heel toe raises. So let's get started with wall squats. So squats as well, this is important. So if you don't have a fabulous wall, you want to make sure that you step forward. Your back is against a wall that does not fold with magnets from your kids' childhoods. Shoulders back, just like our wall angels. Oops, I just dropped something, so there you go. Okay, and then we're gonna slide down. Easier said than done with my magnets. So you're into a chair position. And so your thighs are parallel with the ground. So come low, don't be afraid to come low. And then you're gonna come up. Again, easier said than done with my magnets. So a wall squat, they're all fallen. I need to find a better system. But this is real, raw, and unedited. This is not Instagram-y. This is my real life, and then we're gonna come up. So again, shoulders back, wall squats. You're really gonna focus on your knees. Don't be afraid to step your knees forward a little bit more because you don't want those toes to go past your knees, just like we do in squats. Okay, next up is we have single leg, no, we don't have lunges. So let's talk about the lunge. We know that ears are over shoulders, shoulders are over hips, and we're having that forward knee into a 90-degree position. If I was barefoot, I'd be able to see my toes. Okay, that's your good lunge position. And then we're gonna come down and then up. With or without weight. Today I'm gonna talk just about body weight, core engaged. So again, you're really strengthening those quads. It helps support your knee. If this is too much for you, this is where you take a block of some kind of an elevation, nothing more than 12 inches, but make sure that foot's really stable. And this is gonna take, because it's gonna decrease that range of motion for this forward knee. Now, if you want a little more challenge, this step, you're gonna elevate the back foot. I can make sure that foot's really stable. Use my husband's truck, there you go. And we're gonna come down. So lunges, motion is lotion for those joints. So don't be afraid to do the work, okay? So you can make sure you're doing both sides. So there's your lunges. Use our shoulders, so we're not leaning forward. Gonna keep back, whatever you need. Okay, really focus on, it's gonna help strengthen those muscles that help support your knees. Next up is single leg squats. We are already doing this. So I'm gonna get my chair because the idea is that we're gonna bring, so let me sit into a chair and then come up, okay? One foot off. We're gonna lower yourself where you're almost like you're gonna try to sit into a chair, okay? But you're not sitting into a chair. So you can have the chair there as an idea, but again, this foot's off, so we're gonna switch. So one foot up, you're gonna add a single leg squat. We do this at the part of the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge already. Then, we also occasionally do the kickback, the single leg deadlift. So, with or without a weight, if you've got a weight, milk carton, whatever you've got, okay? I'm gonna put my left hand. So my right knee is gonna be stable. This is what I'm gonna, arms out. So we're gonna come, because now we're working the hamstrings, which are the back of the legs. So, weight in the left hand, left foot comes back, single leg deadlift. So I'm working on that right leg. Don't worry about having a lot of weight. No weight to start. but the leg that comes back is the leg that has the weight. So we're working on balance, super important, especially as we're going to move forward and talking about feet coming up towards the end of the month. So working on the hamstrings, which are the muscles in the back of the legs. We talked about these during the strength series. Okay, there's your single leg deadlift. Now we're gonna get into our chair. I have my patients do these. So we're gonna sit nice and tall, and then we're simply just gonna lift. So you're working your quads, not lifting that thigh off. So we're not coming up here, okay? It's better if you don't have your shoes for better range of motion. So you're just engaging your quads, coming up. You can have an exercise band if you want, and I'll show you that in a second. Now this, so let me get an exercise band and show you. I can link these up if you want. So again, you can place the band across your upper thigh. Okay. This one is not very tight, so it's not gonna do anything, but gives you an idea. Now, often of the 4 quad muscles, so here's a little bit of an anatomy lesson. Of the 4 quad muscles, your vastus medialis, which is more of the inner, the medial, okay, the inner of those 4 muscles, and it's often the smallest one. It is the smallest one, but it's also often the one that's not worked very much because all the other ones are so big, they empower and they pull the knee laterally, which is outside. So to focus on that muscle, I'm gonna externally rotate, so turn my foot. Again, don't lift that thigh up. And you're simply gonna come up and then come down. So you can place your hand kind of right above your knee on the inside and you'll feel that muscle engage. It's really subtle, but again, I'm not lifting my thigh off. This is really a shallow chair. It's not a great chair to do it, but this is all I got. So again, that's your vastus medialis. Otherwise, we're just doing leg lift. Nice and slow. I'm going a little fast for the video. I say a 7 count. That's what I have my patients do. If you have a knee tracking issue and that's been diagnosed, you can focus on the vastus medialis, also known as the VMO. It's the smallest of those quad muscles. And don't swing the leg and don't lift the thigh off because you really want to engage. We're extending, lifting that leg up. Okay. Next up is that we have side leg raises. Okay. I know the video's kind of all over, but oh well, it's on Instagram. Okay, so I'm going to be on my side. Okay. Doesn't matter if that bottom knee is bent. My top leg is straight and my foot is flexed. So not pointing your toe like a ballerina. Stacking your hips and we're just going to come up. So we're focusing on now strengthening kind of the side muscles, which also need to support the knee. You can put your band, obviously not the purple one, because the purple band is significantly too big, across your thighs to add some extra work. I'm not a big proponent of wearing ankle weights, because it just changes. Some people will take a little hand weight, like 3 pounds if they want to hold it here. We're not there yet, folks. So again, side leg on your side, stack your hips and your knees, okay? Top leg is straight though, and then we're gonna come up. We're not swinging it. It's really subtle movement. This is strengthening exercises. I know I'm all over the place, but that's what it is. Next is we have step ups, and we did this yesterday. And so you can do it with stairs, and we're going to make sure that your foot lands completely flat. You're not hanging the foot off. Get the back, your heel off, because I don't want you hurting your Achilles. So you're gonna step forward, step up, and then lift up. Whoops, that was a little topple. You don't have to come and do a step. You can, but then it takes out some of the balance. So step up and then come down. We're gonna switch. If you wanna do 10, it's almost like a rocking horse. Foot comes down and then back up. Don't just do this, okay? I don't want to do a rocking horse. I want foot down because I want the action of placing the foot, transferring the weight. So you can do all on one side as long as the full step, or you can alternate. Just make sure you've got a good foot planted, protect your Achilles, and come down. Again, progression, add your weighted vest. If you want to add weight, just don't kind of round forward to do that. Step ups. Look for them in the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge next month. They're coming. Now, the last thing, let me take my shoes off. Everyone take your shoes off. Keep your socks on if you want. Magnets going everywhere. Heel toe raises. This is actually a neurological test my patients for. So you're on your bare feet with socks if you want. We're gonna shift weight onto your toes. So heels come up, come back, heels, lift your toes off. We're gonna talk about toe strength in the next coming week or so, maybe a bit longer, maybe it's in 10 days. Still doing the research, there's a lot of research. So, again, we're not rocking and rolling, it's really heels up with a topple, flat, toes up. So again, I'm not just doing a rocking horse. So focusing on heels and then toes. With or without your weighted vest, start without. Progression is to add. That's not the goal today or tomorrow. Because again, we want to focus on good foot mobility, calf strength, knee strength. And your toe is really connected to your nose. Okay, maybe your neck. So I have patients who sprain an ankle and all of a sudden their neck hurts. Well, yeah, because you're walking differently, right? It changes that whole thing. So which is so important that our foundation, our roots are strong, and that starts from our feet. All right, so thank you for participating in the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge. Today is strength exercises for knee health. I hope you got something away from it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Have a great day.